Hi guys, okay, so we got a little different setup going on here. I have my face, like my base makeup done and my eyebrows done. I haven't done any contour, bronzer, highlighter, blush yet, or my eyes. And I thought since today is New Year's Eve, we would do a New Year's Eve inspired look. I'm going to be using two palettes today. One is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. That's what it looks like. I'm really wanting to use that silver shade. And then I'm going to be dipping into the Laura Lee Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette. That's what this looks like. Okay. And let's just get right into it. So let me open the palettes here so I can see what I'm working with. I got some brushes. Let me grab something real quick. Okay. And I have already primed in my lids. So I'm going to take the fresh shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is just a matte stark white, and put that all over the lid to set my primer. And everything I used that I don't show in this video, so like my foundation and all that, and primer and eyebrow stuff, I will link down below. Okay, and then after that, I'm taking my Morphe E30 brush, which is just a big fluffy brush, and use that to put all the product to set my primer. And then I'm going to take from the Laura Lee palette the shade Undressed, which is this one right here, just as a transition shade. I'm just gonna put that in the crease and bring it all the way up. If you guys have any plans for New Year's Eve, let me know down below. I'm just gonna be sitting at home. I just thought I'd do this to help you guys out a little. So we have that put down, and I do have a mirror right here, so if you see me look down, it's because I'm looking in the mirror. And then the next shade to darken that up a little bit, I'm gonna be taking the shade Reveal, which is this one right here. And we're gonna be focusing that in the crease, but not bringing it as high. So let me look in my mirror real quick. And I'm just using windshield wiper motions. Just blending that out. Let me see if I can scoot you guys in a little. See how I have that in the crease? It did come out here a little bit, which is okay. We can clean that up. See if I can scoot you guys in. Ah! I just dropped the palette. Okay, I'm gonna have that, and then we're gonna swoop that up just a little bit. Just circular motions. And if you can hear background noise, it's my husband playing video games in the other room. Don't mind him. Okay, since we have that laid down, we're gonna take that shade again and just do the same thing on the other eye. So we're just gonna windshield wiper motion it in. And always take a little less, because you can always add more, but it's a lot harder to take it away. So we're gonna swoop that up. Just circular motions. And we have that laid down, and then I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm going to take my Morphe E17, which is a small detailed fluffy brush, and I'm going to take Butt Naked, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna really just focus that in the crease. See how we've just put that in, and then we'll go through and blend it out. Like I said, if you see me looking down, it's because I have a mirror down here. It's a little easier to look in the mirror than to look into my phone. See, and we have that laid compared to that one. And we have it nicely blended up. And then we'll go through and clean that up when we're done. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. If you just put the product in and then go through and blend it, it makes it a lot easier. And you don't want to bring this one too high at all. We're just lightly putting it in. And we have that set like that. And then we're going to take, in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Sultry palette, we're going to take the shade Twig. With the same brush, I just kind of wiped it off. And just take that lightly, and we're just going to pack that in the outer corner. Okay, that shade was not as dark as I thought it was. We're going to add it to this side, but then go back through, because that shade was not nearly as dark as I thought it was. I guess we'll take Dystopian, which is this really dark brown. I'm going to tap some of that off. And again, we're just going to pack this on the outer corner. I'm going in very lightly, because we could always add more, but it's a lot harder to blend it away. And I'm just packing it. I'm not using any motion, like wiping motions, just packing that on the lid, and we have it looking like this. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Just bringing it in so we have just 1/3 of our lid free. Okay, and you see we have some fallout down here. We'll clean that up when we're done. But I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush. And back in with this Undress shade from the Laura Lee palette. And we're just going to blend that crease because we did get a little in the crease. So we're just going to clean the crease up. Just blend the crease, windshield wiper motions. Just blend, 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 blend. Okay. And then I'm going to take a very small detailed blending brush. This one is the Luxie Mini Tapered brush. It is the 121. And again, with that brown shade, we're just going to blend that out a little. Trying to keep it out of the crease as much as we can. Just packing and blending until we get it how we want it. Okay, and it looks like that. And again, like I said, we can clean all that up. And then doing the same thing on the other eye, just packing and blending. And we got something that should look like this. And it does look like a mess now, but trust me, it'll get better. And now I'm gonna take, what brush do I want? I'm gonna take the same brush, just a clean version, so the Luxie 121 Mini Tapered brush. And I'm just gonna blend out the crease with that Twig shade we used. Because we did get a lot of the brown up there, so we're just gonna blend that out. This is gonna be a very smoky look, just so you know. And we're just lightly blending that out. Bring it up. And the more you bring it up, the less product you should have. And then I'm going to take that fresh shade just right under the eyebrows to clean up any of that we got up there. And then we're going to take just a flat brush. This is a BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. Just a flat brush like that, and that fresh shade again from the Anastasia Sultry palette. And we're just gonna clean up under there, so anywhere that we have eyeshadow we don't want, we're just gonna take this and clean it. And this is where you can shape it. So you see how I'm bringing this straight out like this? I just poked myself in the eye. Ah! You're just gonna shape it. And don't worry, we will blend that away. It's not gonna look harsh like that. Right now we're just shaping it. And we have the shape going, and then I'm going to grab my beauty blender. My nose is running. Okay. And I just have my dampened beauty blender that I used to put my foundation on. I'm just gonna sponge all of that out. So all the fallout we have down here, I'm just sponging it away. And then the only thing we have to worry about now is what's up here. So I'm going to take my loose powder that I used to set my face, which I just used a pretty vulgar, the Powder Room 147 Mad About It powder. I'm just gonna put some in the lid. And you could have done this before, I just use it to do it after. I'm gonna take this into my beauty blender and just damp it in so we have powder like that. And do the exact same thing we were doing with that brush, but just do it with this. So it's gonna look like that. And you want quite a bit of a layer. You can bring it out as far as you want. You can only do it in the little spots where you have it, the fallout. I'm just gonna take it all the way through because that'll give us the shape I want. It's gonna make our eyeshadow look like it's going up, like a wing. And where I have more of the darker fallout is where we're gonna put that. And then I'm gonna take a primer, and this is my NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer. Just like this. And I'm gonna use this to carve out my lid. So I'm just putting some of this in the back of my hand, just like that. And then I'm going to take a, what brush do I want to use? This is an Almar Cosmetics small shader brush, so it's just like a little flat brush. I'm gonna grab some of this. On this part, I do kind of have to be right up in the mirror, but that 1/3 of the lid that we left blank, we're just gonna take our primer and carve out from the crease down. So it's gonna look something like that. See, that one looks a little whiter than that one because we put the white primer on it. Okay, now that we have that, I'm gonna take a Luxie 245 small shader brush, just another flat one. And we're going to take the, oh, my eye is watering, Anastasia Sultry palette in the Cyborg shade, which is that silver shade. And we're just gonna get some of that on our brush. And then we're just gonna pack that where we put the primer. And that's what we're working with. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. Just getting a decent amount on my brush. You wanna pat it on your brush, not swipe it, because you pat, you get more. And see, that's what we're working with. And we're just gonna pat it on your eye, don't swipe. Swiping, you don't get as much pigment payoff. And that's what we got. And then we're gonna use a fluffy brush and just wipe away this. And I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. blush brush. I just like this for under my eyes because of the shape of it. And we're just gonna use like this and just swipe all that away. My eyes are watering. And then we're gonna add eyeshadow to the bottom lash line. So we're gonna take, I think I like that twig shade, so we're gonna go back in with that shade. And a very small detailed brush. So I'm going to take my Morphe M168, which is just this really tiny detailed brush, in that twig shade. I'm just gonna run that from outer to inner corner. Getting right up to my lashes as best I can. That's what that looks like. It really brings the smoky eye together. Helps it not look so harsh. And then I'm going to take a shade lighter in the Laura Lee palette. I'm going to take the streaking shade, which is this shade right here, on a Morphe Y22 brush. And I'm going to use that and just blend out the lower lash line. And that's what we have going there. And then I'm going to take from the Anastasia Sultry palette this pearl shade on that same Luxie 245 small shader brush we used to put the silver on. I'm just going to wipe the silver off, and then I'm going to take that pearl shade and I'm just going to put that in the inner corner. And then a little bit on the brow bone, not anything crazy because it is a really crazy pearlescent shade. Just something light. Just so it looks like that. My nose is running. And then we are going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronze. And my Morphe R2 brush. Just looks like that. And I'm just going to get that in there and blend. And bronze up the face. Going on the neck a little bit. Really blending it out. Taking it up the temples of my face, my forehead for my eyebrow up, and then just my center up here, and then my forehead, my eyebrow up again, just going back and forth up here, my cheekbones. And then I'm going to smush the brush like this, just so it's thinner, and just go down my nose. And that's what we have for bronzer. My nose is really running. Jeez, oh Pete. And then blush, I'm going to take my Tarte blush in my Morphe R14 brush. I use this brush so much the letters and numbers have rubbed off. This is my favorite blush brush. I'm going to really get in there and just pack that on my cheeks, taking it from my cheekbones all the way back. Really putting it on. I like blush a lot. And I'm going to take a little bit on the tip of my nose and a little bit on the top of my forehead. So we have it looking like that. And then for highlighter, I really want like a glowy highlighter. So we're going to take the Ofra Nikki Tutorials Collab highlighter in glazed donut. Sorry, my packaging is pretty dirty, but this is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. I'm going to take my Moda Glow Brush, which just looks like this. I'm just going to get in there, just put that on. Oh my gosh, can you see that? It is insane. Oh my gosh. Taking it up the temples of my face, side of my cheeks, up the temples of my face, down the bridge of my nose, just a little bit in the center of my forehead and my chin, and then a little bit more on my Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to take my blush brush again, nothing on it, I didn't dip it in anything, just what's left, and just blend that out a little. See how that highlight overpowers the blush? But when I do that, it blends perfect. And then just taking whatever's left of my highlight brush and putting it right up here. You can always add a little more, but I'm blending my nose out a little bit. I don't want it too harsh. And that's what we have going on for that. My nose will not stop running. And then I'm going to apply mascara. I'm going to use my Douce Punk Volumizer Mascara. Just going to apply that real quick to the top and bottom lashes. I really like this mascara. I feel like it gives a lot of volume. Everybody makes the mascara face. Seriously. Okay, we're gonna leave that there for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry and then flake it off. That's what it looks like applied. We did such a smoky look that's a little hard to notice. I can't believe I did that. Are you kidding me? Just gonna apply this to the other side. Are you kidding me? I just did it again. I cannot apply mascara to save my life. I would normally throw false lashes on, but I'm not feeling them today. I'm really liking this look without it, and I feel like if we threw false lashes on, you wouldn't be able to see the glitter in the inner corner, or in the inner third of my eye. But you can throw them on if you'd like. I like this look without it. Okay, now that we have these meshes in the inner corner of my eyes, I'm going to find my favorite brush to remove these right here. The Morphe B40. It's this really thick bristled brush, and the bristles are pretty rough. So I just use it to flake off the mascara I messed up. And of course it leaves the dots. one of my inner corner didn't because those were little. But now we have dots, so I'm going to take my loose powder again, the pretty vulgar one. And I'm just going to take a little bit and just pack it on there. And just let that sit for a minute. And then we'll wipe it away with our little e.l.f. blush brush again. Just packing it on and brushing it away. It's not working. I'm just taking my finger to really pack it on there. Okay, completely covered and I can't see it. We're gonna leave that there for a minute. Man, I got this crap all over my face. Or my shirt. Okay, and then we're gonna take lips. I have lip balm on just to moisturize my lips. I'm gonna wipe that off, and then I'm gonna take my Bodyography lip pencil in the shade Timber. And I'm just gonna line my lips. I don't like to overline my lips because I feel like my Cupid bow is shaped really funny. It's really high up here, but then it dips down really low. So I just lightly shape them. I usually end up wiping them, like fixing them like that anyway. Oh, my lips are really cracked. I really like this lip pencil. It's a really nice nude color. It's really hard to talk and apply lips at the same time. Okay. My lips are lined. And then I'm gonna grab my lip pencil. Let me just sneak out of here for a minute. I'm gonna take my favorite liquid lipstick. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Lash Liquid Catsuit in the shade Rebel Rose. And we're just gonna line our lips. Or fill them in, jeez, oh Pete. And I got a little bit outside the lines over here. So I'm just gonna clean it up. And then what I like to do, well, first we're gonna wipe away this. Hopefully it's gone. If it's not, well, I wear glasses anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna take our highlight again, and just on my finger, just a little bit. I'm just gonna rub that right on my Cupid's bow, because I really like the highlighted Cupid's bow. And that is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have fun this New Year's Eve and be safe. And if you liked this look, please let me know down below, and let me know what you guys are doing for New Year's Eve. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.